Chapter 55 Geto's Groan. Geto lay in bed, trying not to move. It hurt to breathe. The right side of his face was swollen and had turned a deep shade of red, bordering on purple. His hands were balled into fists at his side, fingernails digging into his palms. He didn't want Gojo to know the agony he was in. Even though he deserved the pain, he couldn't stop from reacting to it. Gojo left the room, and Geto used his absence to let himself wallow in his misery. He closed his eyes and groaned to himself, letting the throaty sound draw out several seconds at a time before taking a shallow breath and starting all over again. He was trying to keep an ear out for Gojo so he could go back to suffering in silence, but vocalizing his pain put him in a trance, and he lost awareness of his surroundings. He didn't hear Gojo opening the door and shutting it behind him. Gojo stood motionless, the bag of ice he'd picked up at the convenience store hung from one hand. His eyes scanned over Geto's puffy purple face. He saw his white-knuckled, balled-up fists. Hearing Geto groaning in misery made Gojo's stomach twist. He's hurting worse than he let on. He's shaking. Look what I did to his face. Oh my God. He's always finding a way to punish himself. It's pissing me off. I just want to scream at him for being so fucking stubborn. And I want to hold him and kiss him and absorb his pain. Gojo stomped to his side of the room and slammed the bag of ice on his desk. His jaw was clenched as he tore the bag open and scooped some cubes into a smaller bag and secured it. He shoved the rest of the ice into the tiny freezer and trudged over to Geto's bed and stood over him. Geto had quieted once he realized Gojo returned. He couldn't silence the sound of his ragged breathing or the whine that would escape when the throbbing in his face pulsed violently. He knew Gojo was standing there, and he reluctantly opened his eyes to look at him. Gojo's fury dissipated once he saw the pain reflected in them. "Damn it, Suguru," he admonished softly as he sat at his side and held the makeshift ice pack against his face with a towel. The cold was shocking, but felt good on Geto's swollen skin. The ice numbed his nerves, and he stopped feeling the discomfort of Gojo pressing the bag against him. His body started to shut down, and he was mercifully asleep within a few minutes. Gojo sat with him until the ice pack melted. Then he made another one and remained at his side. He stared at the hand he held to Geto's face, the hand that had done the damage. His knuckles were perfect, showing no sign of causing any harm. Being strong is a burden, Gojo thought. Today I can't tell the difference between my power and a curse.